Welcome back. Season 3, episode 1 of your Leaders Only digital show and podcast. I'm your host, Kendell.
And I'm Semaj.
And man, we are brought to you here by What It Changed Mentoring Inc. and Tone Drone TV. It's exciting to be here, man. It's so exciting to be back for another upcoming season, man. Especially coming up on our third season, we achieved another goal, milestone, or whatever you want to call it, man. We just blessed to be here. This show, man, we'll be discussing all the things that we've been doing on the break. Such busy people we are. So we just ask that y'all, friends, family, loved ones, any new followers, new friends, we ask that y'all subscribe, like, click the bell, comment. If you miss our live stream, you always can hit pound, replay in the comments and catch the replay.
Yep, and don't forget to share it, hit the bell.
Yes, sir.
And just welcome back, man. It's good to be here. It's been a good minute, but like you said, we've been productive. A lot of things been going on.
Yes, sir.
So we pray that everybody's in good spirits. How are you?
Blessed, feeling good. So many things have gotten better. So I'm just blessed to be here, man. Another upcoming season with you.
All right.
Ready to hear what you got going on.
All right. So let's get into
Go
it.
ahead, dive into it. So over the break, man, I've been trying to better myself and get networking with the community. So I'm always talking about Jason. He represents the organization of Grind Hard, Dream Big. So I'm looking forward to having him up on this season. He's gonna be one of my guests, second guest, but first of this season. So I'm looking forward to that. I absolutely got some more achievement as far as with my fitness training. So now I got one left to do, and I'll be finished by the 30th of this month. I already got my excuse me. I already got my certified for nutritionist. I'm certified for conditioning and therapy coaching, and I'm certified for glute specialist, and I'm certified as just a certified personal trainer. My last one is certified for bodybuilding.
Okay.
But other than that, like I said, I just been working on my attitude, working on things with my temper, building with y'all, with my family. We dedicated a day to bond together, and that's been great. Cooking together and talking and enjoying each other's company every Sunday. And yeah, just getting better. That's what I plan to do. So, and that's what's been happening.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
It's good to hear. For me, my break has been very productive. I've been continuing the liquid fasting the last 3 days of the month. We've been getting people to join in and helping people with that. The farmers market has started back, so today was another day at the farmers market, and that's been going well. Been waiting for the weather to get consistently warm, you know what I mean, so we can actually get back outside and work out and do grounding and things like that. But the 6-week class that I was teaching on gardening with the returning citizens, the young men and young women, that went really, really, really well. They just had their graduation on Thursday. This week, this Friday, we're going to do a lunch dinner for them. We're going to cook together. We're going to start cooking class. And then we're going to go to the Nationals game and just chop it up prayerfully. We can shoot this week with them, get them interviewed, see how it went, and just continue to build with them. Things been going well down at Green Run.
Right.
They've been, doing everything they need to do in the off season to get everything ready. So that's been going well. Now we finally about to have the parent player with the coaches meeting, so we can start implementing our fundraising and our ideas with the mental health coaching and things that we want to do, and reaching out to the community to get sponsors and things like that. So that's been fun. Just game planning. Another thing that we've been doing is working with the group home. So we got certified so we can be volunteers. So everything will be on the up and up, so I can cook for the group home once a week. Once a week is the goal. Some days with the schedule it gets a bit much, but be able to go in there whenever we want now and work with the group home brothers. We're just trying to implement everything that we're doing. We're trying to implement sitting back around the table So that's why I'm trying to just bring food in the mix because we're dealing with new people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been one thing I've been learning, being able to just break bread with everybody, and then it kind of brings the barriers down, and you can introduce yourself, and before you know it, at the end of the meal, the walls are broken, but you look forward to talking to that person again. They don't have a problem with sharing their number, and you start being transparent and vulnerable, and they'll bring a little bit more. So that's been good. Another thing that's been good, we've been working on a business venture, so we can get back working with the people and less on the internet. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I can't wait for everybody to see it. But it's coming. Actually going to pick it up either tomorrow or Tuesday. So that's been going well. I always get a brain fart when I think about so much when talking about myself. But the garden is back open. We got some stuff down. That's one of the great things that the class was able to do, put new mulch down, new
and this
soil.
Is, what, St.
Barnabas? Yeah.
It's St. Barnabas, and
it's called Jelani Community Garden.
Yep, she rents plots.
Yeah, so that's been good. Like you said, getting together with our immediate family. A lot of people have been caught up with their health, but everybody is not on the same page to work together. Everybody is not receiving it the same way. Everybody doesn't grieve the same. So it's been awesome to work with our immediate family because, above all, your mother is going to be your mother, your sibling is going to be your siblings. So that's a great place to start outside of just yourself, just getting back around the dinner table.
Learning
talking,
each other,
teaching, and just catching up, getting back into that family structure has been well. And then, went to the Bahamas, so the status stuff is going really well.
Took some nice pictures
out there, man, and we're working on some business out there. Actually, it's going really well with their Department of Agriculture. So my brother out there, he has a banana tree, mango tree, avocado tree, lime, banana, bearberry, all these different trees in his backyard. So when I went to the Bahamas, it was for business on my life, but it didn't take much. Like I spent hours in his backyard and it blew him away because I was just walking around with the picture this app, and I'm taking pictures of everything so I could just see what the leaves do. I wasn't even caring about the fruit and stuff that just they don't care about. So just figuring out what all the leaves do and finding out the components that lime leaves and avocado leaves and what they really do. And then out there, they don't use bags. So banana leaves. So, I threw out the idea that we could use banana leaves for bags. You know what I mean? So I've been getting just more in tune with Mother Nature. We've had an 8-year anniversary with El Capitan.
Congratulations,
working with that, and I'm getting more comfortable with where I'm going and being able to, do business and do the things without, involving entertainment. I don't want anything to do with entertainment. I don't have nothing against those people, but in my heart, I know what that voice in my head is saying to me.
But you know what you want to allow in your frequency.
So focusing
and business
and doing these partnerships with these schools and stuff will allow us to starting making gear for the school and for the team. And I feel like we can cover more ground like that.
Especially be the first.
And it'll be
first
amazing.
From our city to sponsor.
It'll be amazing to be. It'd be amazing too.
That's going to be dope.
To for the players to meet the owners. It's not all the time that Nike comes through or Adidas come through, or you know what I mean. So for them to know the owners, to know we went to a high school in that area, still waiting to pick up and build with Richmond on a formal level. Tired of doing everything informal for the homeboy lookout and stuff like that. I want to come in and really implement the vision that I have for these young men and these young women that doesn't focus on sports. Over the break, we've seen the Ja Morants, we've seen countless players, and they lean on mental health. That's the first thing that they say. And it's not that I disagree, but I've started to realize over the break that everybody has mental health issues. It's the strong people who decide to do something about it and agree.
Don't make the mistake and then blame it on your mental health.
And even if you do, change the behavior, because that's the best change.
Still entertaining.
So with that, and then still working on myself, still figuring this out. Daddy's about to really come home now. I've been watching the market. I've been getting silver. I passed the life insurance exam, so now life and health insurance and financial professional, so I can give financial advice to help people become their own bank now. Creating new products. We got the Blue Magic. We got the Apple Moss. still got the Leaderades, but now we have the cold pressed liquid fast packages for people who don't juice.
3 for 50.
Yeah.
5
for 50. 3-day fast 55. 5-day is 66, and 7-day is 77. So keeping the play on the numbers.
Right.
But yeah, man, all that's been
55.
happening. We've been meeting. We've been talking about
You
some
heard
good
it.
things. Be coming together as a business and really get our things together, because I feel like we finding our niche with the topics and the direction that we want to go to, and grabbing no low-hanging fruit. So that's been good, and just becoming a man, more of a man to a leader, you know what I mean, and to inspire and motivate people. But, want people, my motivation and my inspiration is starting to allow me to see a fraction of people that are serious, and now they're starting to hold themselves accountable for what they're doing. They've been reaching out. So, yeah, man, it's been a host of things. I'm probably missing some things, but I feel like that's more than enough. And, as the weeks progress, we're going to have some more guests. That's another thing, man, reaching out to people, because it's that time now for us to reach out to people, and we got it under wraps to where we feel comfortable. But it's been amazing. It's just been helping people. I just been literally keeping my phone, like I said, it don't dial out much. I take all the calls that come in, and been helping people lose weight, been helping people with fibroids and tumors and just different stuff that's scaring them, just keeping their confidence, knowing that they can get better with self-love. So yeah, that's been what's up.
That's pretty dope. So when does the next class start?
So officially, I don't know what the program. That's why, because we got some stuff in the works. I don't want to even jinx it or nothing. When I leave here, we're going to look at some.
But it is going to be another follow-up.
Yeah,
right?
man, we trying to get a grant right now that'll allow us to actually have a farm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now taking it to a different level with a farm,
right.
classes,
Correct.
Actually turning the farm into a market where you're not a farmer's market, but you just come to the farm and you shop.
Right.
So you can get your meal prepping.
Okay. You ain't got to give all your business.
But just. You know
the
what I'm
idea,
saying?
we see where you're going with it.
Oh, I don't care. You know me, man. You gotta do it. But yeah,
I'm looking forward to joining that
next
class.
class is start next week though. This Friday when we start cooking. That's gonna be unofficially. That's the class I'm starting with that same group that was in the gardening class. Now we're gonna do an unofficial cooking class, so we can be already proactive. And then when my boy sees a grant for cooking or something like that, he can already say we're doing it. But above all, I feel like revisiting stuff. You can't just have a program and let these young ladies and young men go, because we were motivating them. We were giving them a reason, and now when it goes, we don't know what they'll do. So we got them all job placement. So all 4 of them have a job, and then we're going to do the cooking class to stay in contact, because it's only been 6 weeks. We're still strangers that are getting to know each other. So the cooking class will allow us to keep going. And then we've been just in talks. Some of them want to do podcasts. Some of them want to do clothes. Some of them want to do different things. So they're young, you know what I'm saying? So just being able to say, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Just keep sending them information. When they got questions, just keep sending it to them and let them figure out where they land and if it's for them. But if they're excited about it at that time, we just want to stay on them and keep them motivated and keep them confident and happy, because, they got felonies. And, it's enough of the world telling them no. So the next class would be starting this Friday. But gardening class, I'm always, we could do one-on-one classes. It's nothing. I'm actually going down, setting up 2 people we went to high school with, setting up their backyard
that's what
into
I was
a
about
garden.
to say. I got the I got invited to the Something in the Water event. Well, I was down there. I didn't actually go inside because we got to watch it from our room. But we had a couple of events down there where we was vending down there, and it's just amazing how I haven't seen so many of these people in over 10 to 15 years, and so many people follow our podcast now. And like I got to talk to Gary today. Remember Gary from high school?
Yeah.
I got to talk to Gary today. He was talking about you, asked about you. BJ, shout out to BJ Jenkins, Fifth Dimension. He's gonna be one of my guests up here. He got something major going on in Virginia, Tidewater area with the community, but he's real in tune with the community, but he's doing real good down there. So shout out to BJ. And yeah, I got to meet a couple of people. I got to see Lil Wayne perform. That was alright. I ain't never seen him perform live, so it was dope. I seen once again, seeing Pharrell is dope. But it was a nice time down there, and I got to do it without having to spend no money for real. So that came off. So, and I made some money. So, hey, I'm blessed.
That's what's up. So we can't stress enough still through this season. We keep in that same moniker of taking care of yourself, um, so you can be in a position to help others. Because the first step is helping yourself. It's not selfish to get yourself in order, get your house in order, get your health in order, get all your things in order. So when you offer that that advice, it could really stick. And please be sure to take the time for self-care. Like you said, try to change that diet, exercise, meditate, get that yoga in, socialize, man. But socialize on things that we need to be doing, conducive things. Um, Relax, work on your breathing, and just keep remembering, man.
Communicate with your family members, you know, like your immediate family. Whether it's y'all, even if y'all don't see each other every day, like we got a nice little group chat where oh man, we go crazy in our group chat, but it's dope. It's just to see some jokes, crack some jokes and stuff like that in our group chat, and we real private. Like us four is a real private unit, so it's kind of dope. So that helps you with your mental, you know, that helps you with your strength, your insecurities, or whatever. Talking to your loved ones, so make sure you get in tune with that. Um, with that being said, man. If you know anybody experiencing any mental health emergencies, anything harming themselves or going through, if you see any signs of somebody doing anything to harm themselves, or you just see a pattern or a different change in them, or media is snappy or anything, we all have our own access to the mental health line at 988. So it's open policy. Anybody can call it. You can be anonymous. So make sure you use that. That's an important tool for us.
All right. So May is Older Americans Month. Historically, and Older Americans Month has been a time to acknowledge the contributions of the past and current of older persons in our country. So it's a month where individuals can pay tribute to some way to older persons in their community, where you can go out, you can celebrate them. There's ceremonies, events, fairs, and other activities. So use your Googles. If you just have some older people in your family, do things with them. But definitely just keep in mind that the older people are looking to talk to people, and they're lonely as well. So don't forget about them.
Yes, sir. And man, before we close out though, I just wanted to ask you, cause you know I'm looking forward to joining a couple of these classes. And what was your highlight of it? Of the garden with the interaction. What was your highlight?
I mean, my highlight was actually doing it. I said I wanted to do this stuff like years ago. I always tell people whether they believe it or not, but now I'm gonna stand on it even more because I feel like I be psychic. You know what I'm saying? It's so scary that, or my affirmation is like, once I say something, it really happened. Some stuff may take a little longer, some stuff may not. But I remember leaving LA, and I remember telling Deuce, I would save a certain amount, and I wanted to go mobile, and I wanted to do things that get me back to my groove because I was getting tired of the internet, and I was shadow banned. And to know my confirmation was that I'm beneficial in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I scroll up and down my timeline every day and all day, and I've been having real conversations in life. So some of the people who even been all good online, when they hit my phone, it ain't been all good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So connecting back to real life has been wonderful, but I've helped one of the guys and talk to his mother. She has lupus. So for him to be that comfortable to tell me his mom had lupus, and then we started talking about herbs, and then I got him some teas. Some of them never been to a Wizards game, so we did the Wizards game first. You know what I'm saying? We sat in good seats. And like I say, man, I'm against all entertainment. I'm against all professional sports league. Anything that's against us, I'm going to make that very, very clear that I'm not wavering on none of it. But it just felt good to, bless some younger people just with the opportunity just to see life close up, that it's just different. You don't have to just hang outside with your homies all day, that you can literally go do stuff. And this is just the initial thing. Getting them jobs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are felons. And, this is what I meant when I said, by highlighting the real people that's doing the real work, because, I know people can get backstage passes, or somebody can come through and give you, a grant or $1,000 scholarship or something. But for somebody to just reinforce and reinstill that it's not a count out, it's not a loss, it's not a total loss. You can still, make money and get these skills, because in this program they were blessed with a lawnmower, a weed whacker, soap, a blower, stuff that they can literally start a landscaping business with too. So not only did they get job placement, they got the ability to start their entrepreneurial endeavors. You know what I'm saying? By just going in their own neighborhood, you can go next door now and knock on every door on your block and start making money. You know what I'm saying, with your lawnmower and stuff like that. So that, and I think just the opportunity in itself, because I have a vision in my mind, the way that we should teach and the way that we should learn, and it's not conventional. You know what I'm saying? I just posted today, people judge you by your grades, when you're in school. So if you're in college, you're in grade school, you might get C's and D's. That don't mean you're a dummy. You know what I'm saying? That person might be a genius creatively. They may learn through creativity, you know what I'm saying? Hands-on learning. When you throw somebody some seeds and you throw them the stuff and you should watch videos and you read a book and then you go actually do it. So there's 3 levels. There's the literature, there's the visual, and then there's the hands-on. So just seeing how that worked, and then they spoke at the graduation, and one of the young men said, he thanked me for giving them life skills, you know what I'm saying, knowledge for life, you know what I'm saying. That might have been the most beautiful part, because that's why I got into health. Number one is my lifestyle, and it should be everybody's, health is everybody's lifestyle regardless, whether it's good health or you're in bad health. But this is what I wanted to do. I had a long talk with myself. I meditated. I talked to God. I just I want to do it the right way, all the way around. Every dollar I get, I want it to be, because it's inspiring somebody, it's being a leader, or every product I give you, you really can use it and it helps. You know what I mean? Be it a book, be it a physical product, be it the classes. So it opened up new avenues just for where I want to go, because I want to show people you can stand on righteousness and integrity and literally help. But then you don't have to be swallowed up by capitalism, because we got to do it. So man, I know it was quite a few, but man, it's too many to name. Like I said, when you meet strangers and then getting out of prison, you know what I'm saying, and most people, you got to be mindful when you're dealing with people out of prison, you know what I'm saying, because they already short fused, they already may have mental issues, they may already. So to hear one brother was addicted to opioids, and then he said jail saved him, but then he come into class and we talking about Behold a Pale Horse, we talking about surnames,
and
we talking
know
about
it because he read it.
Yeah, so for him to talk to me, and I knew what he was talking about, that helped us, and then it allowed him to become more vulnerable, talk about his addictions, talk about things like that. We did a duck fast detox together, him and I. He knew what a duck flower was, so we did the duck flower detox. Some of them had got manhood moths. Young lady, I gave her some tea because one of her nephews has asthma, bronchitis, and stuff like that. So to be of service, with knowledge, and show people, man, I ain't been learning all this stuff for nothing, man. I ain't been reading all these books for nothing and implementing it in my life for nothing. I've been doing it so I can help us, you know what I'm saying, like us as a people. So that's been thus far, that's been the highlights. But I know it's more to come, especially when we start cooking and just hanging out more. Man. It's a joy to see. Like I said, man, it was 4 people who stayed, and they came. That was another highlight. They came, they stuck with it. They didn't get no money for coming. They didn't get, you can go anywhere. They literally came every time.
Something to save them,
man.
Yeah, a lot of them don't have nowhere to go.
They called, like they PO. One of them couldn't make it one time because it's PO, so he communicated. If they couldn't make it to the facility, they met us at the garden. They met us at the location. So, yeah, man, kudos to everybody who comes out of bad situations and just you trying. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people who want to help people that's trying. That's me and probably a multitude of other people who just exhausted of working with people who don't want to do better for themselves. You see what they can do. You know they can do it, but they don't want to do it. And then there's total strangers, people you never met who just looking and they just want somebody to say, yo, you can do it. Keep going. Yo, you need this. Here goes some information. You said you was looking for this. So for me, I found it. I'm finding it. But if you're looking for it, keep looking. Start looking in your community, the rec centers and stuff, for volunteer work, because that volunteer work turns into an opportunity of business. It was a grant that came through, and it wasn't the most, but it was good to receive some type of capital and be given back. So the highlight is that slogan, be a leader. I mean that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, mean it. Like, I want to stand on it and continue to be a leader of my life. And if anybody's watching and following, I don't want to let you down. You know what I'm saying? So that's been big. And I know May is also Mental Health Month.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I got me two more. I gained two more mentors from the role program that I'm helping out, and I also got them employment. So, and it's crazy they were under me, but I did get them employment. So yeah, I'm on the same type of wave. It just, I've been in their shoes. Um, I am a returning citizen from 10 years of prison, as you know, but uh, that's like a getaway from them. I've been in that situation, so to do something productive, and somebody else outside of your family, a total stranger, telling you that you can do it, it's different. It's different. It's a different feeling. It's a different confidence that you get. A lot of people now, like outside of my family, they recognize me, especially at my job. Like I get recognized a lot, and it feels good, from the higher ups and just from people that really don't know you personally, but they see your work ethic, because that's what it takes most of the time. Like you can have a little bit of brains, but if you got tremendous work ethic and dedication and discipline, you can outdo a lot of people with that, and you get more opportunities, especially coming home as a returning citizen nowadays. It's like I always use the term felon friendly, because we get more opportunity because we're more dependable, because they know that we don't want to go back if you really don't want to go back. So a lot of opportunity come to us now, but you got to really put forth the effort, and you got to use all of the opportunity that come to you, or you just going to be like a sitting duck and waste of time. So yeah, it is Mental Health Month. So we encourage y'all, man, to stay doing something positive. Always keep the toxin away. Work out. Like I said, it's always good to bond with your immediate family. If it's something wrong in there, it's a good thing to talk about it, and why not talk about it amongst each other, whether y'all doing it in a group chat or whether y'all doing it face to face, or you need a mediator there. It's good to build your union. Also, just find things to do, find resources, read, meditate, take a hot bath, shower, whatever. Just do something positive and something that help you release the stress and the anger and whatever's bothering you. But you got to talk and press the issue first.
Yeah, and just remember that this month raises the awareness of the trauma and the impact that it can have on your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, as well as your families, children, the community. Try to offset lashing out and spreading your negative energy. But again, man, I'm big on one, not forgetting. Don't just focus on a month, because I don't know where a lot of these labels come from with the months. So just awareness, because I know y'all tapped into them, but this is an everyday thing. That's the thing. You got to start healing every single day. You have to take your diet serious. That's why I don't listen to trainers. That's why I don't listen to doctors. That's why I don't listen to anybody giving advice on our attitude, on our frequency, on our energy, because they forget the biggest part, the food. And it's been proven, like they really poisoning everything. And it's proven that it affects your emotions, it affects your attitude, it affects your sleep patterns, it affects your brain. You know what I mean? So if we're not being conducive to anybody in the world, we have to be to ourselves. So that's why it's big that you have to learn how to love you in its entirety, or you giving half-ass love. You know what I mean? It's not gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? It's only temporary. So it's more lust. Fall in love with yourself, and that takes going to them deep dives of ugliness and calling yourself out and just fixing it. Get help. It's okay. I know one of my biggest things is I get depressed because my family don't work together. I'm not afraid to say it. It literally drives me insane that I can have a million skills and I can have a million ideas and all that, but we don't work together. So I don't have a million arms. I'm not an octopus, and nobody else is. So when they got a million ideas and stuff too, it's a whole lot easier as a village to get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? That's the main part of us being together, being healthy. I need to be able to trust your judgment, the choices that you're going to make. And if you're not eating right, if you're contaminating your body, if you're treating yourself like a dump in a casket or a carcass, then how am I going to trust you to make the right decisions? And vice versa. You have to be able to depend on me. It's like a well-oiled machine. Michael Jordan had to know he could depend on B.J. Armstrong. B.J. Armstrong had to be able to depend on Scottie Pippen. And bringing it to now, you got Steph Curry. You got to be able to depend on this person and that person and this person. That's the same way a well-oiled machine works. You have to know that this person is going to get up. I ain't got to question you. I don't have to remind you. I ain't got to tell you, because you want to see your family advance. You know what I'm saying? These brands that we're making, these businesses that we're making, we all can do this. You know, that's why we don't get lost. Don't get lost in working so hard. Put your work in, get your work, do your job to your best ability. But if you're not acquiring the skills, learning their operations, learning where they get their boxes from, learning where they, because then you turn that into, you got the skills now. You've been doing it for up 10 years. Now we should have a packaging company. Now we should have now we should have a, wherever you've been doing, we have to be forward thinking. And if you need any motivation, start looking behind you. There's tons of kids, I don't have any, there's tons of kids behind me that I can't step on their parents' toes and I can't tell them what to do. But the thing that children have, just like the rest of it, they got two eyes. So as long as I keep putting it out there, one day they're going to be able to say, man, my cousin, I'm just going to call my cousin. I'm going to call my uncle. Now I can work. You know what I'm saying? I can get busy. You know what I'm saying? I can invest. I can put them in position. We can hire. We can do whatever. But nobody stays a baby forever. So at some point, they're going to be able to decide for themselves. So when they decide for themselves, just be ready. Be resourceful. Help now. Listen now. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together every single day. There's nobody out here that's 100%, 10 out of 10 mental health status every single day. Nobody. But it's okay to be great at that 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm at peace. Like I tell y'all every time we come on here, I'm not happy yet, because there's things that, you know, kind of influence my happiness. I want to see my people happy. You know what I'm saying? And that'll get me to happy. But I am at peace. You know what I'm saying? I am getting a full grasp of, okay, this is how this person, this is how this, and really focusing on that ain't gonna waver me. I'm gonna do what I need to do. But above all, man, being honest, being vulnerable, being transparent with the right people. Don't be so insecure. That's why I share my story, so nobody can use it against me, because I don't care. You know, there's enough people faking and lying. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Like I said, I always look for what people not doing. There's enough clothing lines. There's enough people trying to rap. There's enough athletes. Ain't enough farmers. Ain't enough mental gurus. Ain't enough meditation experts. Ain't enough chess instructors. Ain't enough data. You know what I'm saying? So I go where ain't enough, because I don't like getting looked over. I like being a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? If everybody was to show up in blue and then one person show up in red, they didn't do nothing different. They just dressed different. That was it. But they stood out. Same thing with me. I don't want to do nothing catastrophic. I don't want to do nothing that nobody can't do. I want to rely on being disciplined. I want to rely on being obedient. We all say we love God. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I watch people's actions, because if you really love God, put it in work. Show it. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to wake up as his representee every day. You know what I'm saying? And if you get that little bit of devil in you or whatever, you're supposed to go fix that on your own. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that out on your people. You got to start seeing all people as your people. And even those who oppressed us, you know what I'm saying? It's time for us to pick our head up and give confidence so we can teach them that we ain't going for that. That's why I don't rely on racism. I don't care. Bring on the Karens. Bring them all on, because I'm going to teach them that I'm not an ignorant nigga. I'm not none of your stereotypes. I'm going to blow your mind. And then I'm going to gradually walk you to the finish line and teach you how to treat me. And if you can't abide by that, cool, we never have to interact again. But the same thing goes for your own people. There's our own people who are our enemy too, and we got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? We got to call our own crap, and we got to fix it, because a lot of that stuff deals with my mental and depresses me too. You know what I'm saying? To look on Instagram and see somebody joking with a dead body in the back, that's not fun. That down there brings tears to my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because we better than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't get into people beefs. I don't get in the streets and all that, but I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? There's little kids that just need us, even if it ain't their parents. They need us, bro. So that really focuses with my mental health, and I'm not afraid to, you know, speak about it. That's why I speak to my therapist every week, or when I need to. You know, we getting to the point where he asked me, hey, you need it this week? I'm like, nah, I'll get with you next week, fill you in. You know, he's going to come on this season, but that's how I know I'm getting where I need to be, because when I walked in there, I needed to get rid of some trauma that everybody else wasn't ready to talk about. So we've been in there just knocking that out, and I needed to let off that I'm always, bro. I'm so there for people. You know what I'm saying? That I just want people there for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down to help. I rarely ever say no when it's help. You know, I'm not going to enable, but if it's help, especially if y'all start thinking about the help that people give you, start thinking about bigger ideas then. Because when I help you, it should help me. When I call on people to help me, it helps them. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to do that because we don't know where everything's going, and you have to get mentally strong because where this place is going, I don't know what's about to happen. That's why I say I've been getting postal money orders and getting a little bit of silver, got some stock, got some crypto, got some of this, got land, just getting my skills right because I don't know what's going to happen to the U.S. dollar. I don't know what's going to happen with the knowledge. They're trying to take it out of the schools. So instead of focusing on the bad, I'm just trying to be prepared. And I would advise all of us to be prepared. Start lending that helping hand. If you come across some knowledge, share it. Teach. And in the midst of you teaching, keep learning because we're going to need it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yes, sir. Man, we thank y'all for joining us this episode, man, for our first episode of season 3. We thank y'all, man. We appreciate it. We highly appreciate it, man. We ask that y'all, like I said, like, subscribe, click the bell. We ask that y'all comment. If you don't catch us on the live stream, hit pound replay in the comments and catch it on the replay. If y'all got any topics, any suggestions, anything y'all want to talk to us about, reach out to us in any fashion for the leader aid, for the big payback, for the clothing, El Capitan.
You start to say it like Leah.
Man, we got so much going on.
Yes.
Training, if you need training sessions, I'm open. You can follow me on IG at The Real Touch. Also, the cleaning, you can follow me at Kendall's Touches. You also can follow you at...
Right, you can come to mentalhealthchef.com. That'll take you to the clothes. That'll take you to the food. That'll take you to, if you want to come out to your school, your community, it'll take you to all that. As well as don't
email.
forget every episode, man, more and more we're trying to let y'all know about programs and stuff. So down at the Maya Angelou Learning Center, they have a hair cosmetology program for the fellas barbering, and it's $250 for the course. So we're trying to look into ways to sponsor some people too. But before we get to sponsoring, just go down there, get that information. $250. I believe the real course is like $1,000 to get it, but you'll be certified. You'll be able to be a barber. And that's what we're going to try to also do more of this season, just letting y'all know programs that are in our community to enhance us, because the help is there. It's not necessarily going to be broadcasted. It's not going to come across your news screen. It may not hit your Instagram, but it's up to us to allow to be that word of mouth too.
It's like the fine print.
Yes, and don't forget to tune in, share it, and just just keep giving us feedback because we in the long haul. It's a journey for us as well.
And also our email is leadersonly22@gmail.com.
Yes. So we'll see you next week.
Peace.